Good morning, everybody. This is Henry Cramer with 605 Chaser, and we have an outlook for today, August 20th, 2026. I'll get to that, but before I do, I want to make sure that you guys are aware that we are having a 605 Chaser community event, and that community event is going to be in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, September 26, 2026. It's a Saturday. Again, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Rotary Park West Shelter in Sioux Falls. Barbecue, fellowship, get to meet the Chasers. Brian's going to be there with his chase vehicle. Trace is going to be there with his chase vehicle. And Brian recently got some pounded damage on his truck from punching a hail core. So you're going to want to talk to him about that and how interesting that was. So don't miss it. Now let's go ahead and get to that crazy forecast we got for you. All right, for today, we do have a level 2 out of 5 for areas of Sioux Falls down to Kearney, Nebraska, O'Neill, and Minneapolis. What that basically means is we have a chance for hail, wind threat, 60-plus mile-per-hour winds, and we even have the possibility of an isolated 70-plus in some of these areas. Hail, that's going to be a factor as well. Don't forget about the tornadoes, and we'll talk to you about some significant tornado parameter numbers and see where that could play out specifically, so I don't want you to miss a thing. This is Sioux Falls is in that 2% risk, Kearney, Nebraska, O'Neill, all the way up into Wilmar, Minnesota, and Minneapolis. Where do I think the bullseyes are going to be? Possibly over by Wilmar, Highway 71 area, and that would be somewhere between that 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. time frame. And we could have that sneaky area for O'Neill. Let's go ahead and take a look at that wind threat. That's Kearney and Hays, Kansas. Also, the hail threat. Look out if you're in Yankton area and Vermilion, even up to Tyndall area. I would be concerned about for some of that hail. Let's go ahead and take a look at the tornado parameters here for between the 4 p.m. and evening hours. You can certainly see how it kind of blows up there around just to the north of O'Neill. So what we're looking at is the blues and the yellows shows the significant tornado parameters. It doesn't mean that there's going to be a significant tornado. It just means the elements are isolated to that area. The blues, less of a chance, but still an isolated chance. And then the yellows and the reds, if we had those, and oranges. So let's go ahead and take a look at some other factors that are going to play into that, and that is the SIN, or the cap in the atmosphere. Sorry, it's been a long morning already. The cap in the atmosphere, that could play a huge role where we could have all these storms suppressed from being able to really build up. So the key is stay alert, stay weather aware. Now we do have LCLs. That's lifting condensation level, the altitude at which a partial of air, if lifted dry, becomes saturated and cloud formation begins. For storm chasing purposes, a low LCL is generally favorable for tornado potential. Now, you can't see it here, but you can see the blues. Those are lower levels of LCL numbers. The other thing that I want to show you is the EHI. This is the Enhanced Helicity Index. Where those, you saw the STP, so where those numbers line up together, that could be a bullseye area for tornadoes as well. If we take a look at the HRRR weather model and see how this plays out, the timing, again, is between that 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. area. But again, you don't really see much of anything happening in Sioux Falls, right? Again, I do feel that Wilmar, Minnesota, and O'Neill, Nebraska area are going to be the bullseyes if I was targeting today. Hope you stuck around for the whole video. God bless and stay safe.